So you're looking to rank up in XDefiant. Well, you came to the right place. Today, I want to go over all the tips you need to start winning more CTF games in your ranked lobbies. Just to preface, I am a high Ruby player right now. I'm Ruby 9, almost Ruby 10. I've consistently played and kept up with the top 1% of players since the game came out pre-season. So I would like to say that I have some decent understanding of the game, and I would like to bestow that knowledge onto anyone out there that's interested in getting better, improving, learning from mistakes. If you have that passion, you deserve to get better. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the tips. And I think tip number one is simple and most important one of them all. The best defense is a good offense. That will win you CTF games, and I'm going to explain how right now. When you think defense in CTF, you're what? Defending your flag, defending your home flag. What I see constantly in public matches and in low tier ranked matches is players sitting at their home flag, throwing barbed wire down, throwing trophy systems down, and camping on a head glitch. But truthfully, that is not the best way to play. When you sit on your flag, you're giving your enemy all the space they want to run into your base, and then you're playing a 50-50 home flag. Truth is, you should be fighting for that space on the map because you want to push up into their home flag. And ultimately what you want to do is you want to set up a spawn trap. Well, how do you set up a spawn trap? You control all three lanes on the map. For those that are unaware, every good shooter in the history of shooters has had a great 3-lane map design. It's always a mid lane with 2 side lanes. So if you can control all 3 lanes and you can push all of your enemies into their spawn, why would you want to sit in your home flag? And see, that right there is the fundamental of a CTF. Instead of sitting on your home flag, you want to push up an open lane, take that fight, win it, and control the entire lane. Now as a team, you can do that in all 3 lanes at the same time. The better team is going to be the team that can obviously do it successfully, set up the spawn trap, and then begin relaying flags. So let's say, for example, you come up off spawn, you just lost a fight. You look at your minimap, you glance at your minimap, and you see a teammate in the right lane, you see a teammate in the mid lane, but the left lane is wide open. As a player, what should you do? Well, answer is obvious. Fill in the left lane. You're going to be looking for a player that is trying to exploit that open lane, that lane that you just died in, right? That person's going to be pushing up that lane, going to either be flanking your teammates or he's going to be hiding in your base. Those are his only 2 plays. He's hiding in your base, he's probably waiting to kill you again, then he's going to wrap and try to help his teammates in the other lanes, therefore giving them even more map control, ultimately setting up the 3-lane spawn trap. Alright, let's say for example, you're pushed up your whole lane, you won your fight. You have a teammate in mid waiting for his fight, you have a teammate in the far right lane that's dead. What do you do then? That whole right lane is open, what do you do? Well, now you're on the inverse. You have 2 plays. You can either hide in their base and try to set up another kill, or you can wrap and help your teammates win that spawn trap in the other 2 lanes. But it is entirely situational, and it is dependent on what your teammates are telling you. Your teammate's telling you in mid that he's in a gunfight, he needs help. You should help him pick that up, save your teammate. You guys both heal up. Now you guys both have map control. That is where the I guess the skill and science behind being a good player comes in, is being able to read those situations. That comes with practice. Ultimately, what this video is about is teaching the fundamentals. The most important thing, the most important rule you need to know about CTF: control the lanes. The best defense is a good offense. You want a person in each lane at all times, and you want to be aware of which lane is open. You want to wait for a wave of enemies, kill 4 enemies, push up even more, wait for that next wave, kill 4 enemies again. Now you should have control of their base, and you should have control of their spawn. At that point, you guys start relaying flags. 1 person relays flags, while the other 3 hold down the spawn trap. That is the ideal scenario for a CTF game, and that is what both teams should be fighting for. Pushing up for that 3-lane map control spawn trap. Because when you control all 3 lanes, it is impossible for your enemy to be in your base. Therefore, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You are playing a very good defense by having a strong offense. That will win you more games. That means you don't have to sit on the flag with barbed wire. You don't have to sit on the flag with a trophy system. You are a much more valuable player if you're pushing out, taking space, helping your teammates, and reading your map. Ultimately, trying to set up that spawn trap. One final small tip I want to touch on that is going to make you win so many more CTF games. One of the biggest things you can do: play patient and play in corners. Control cutoffs. What I'm about to show you is a perfect example of that. So this clip is basically right after the start of the game. My team breaks off into all 3 different lanes. I have a teammate on my minimap to my right, a teammate kind of in mid, me hovering towards mid, but also playing right with my teammate. And what I'm doing here is I'm sitting in a position where I can sound whore mid under tower, but also watch the entirety of the right lane with my teammate. I have so much information visually, and I'm sitting here playing patient, watching all this entire lane, all 3 of these different angles at the same time. And I'm waiting for my enemy to make the mistake of walking into my pre-fire, my pre-aim. Ultimately, my teammate dies, I trade it out, I glance check mid, but then I go back to that initial spot to watch that entire lane again. And the reason I'm doing that is because my teammate is dead. If I push up, it could be greedy. There could be a second person coming with that player who was playing really aggressive, which kind of shows that he might have someone with him to trade because he has an aggressive play style. He has confidence. He has someone with him possibly. It turns out that there wasn't a player behind him to trade, but I do end up catching him off guard a second time, and this time my teammate is with me to follow up afterwards because I have this entire lane controlled. Now my teammate can follow me, so we have 2 people pushing up 1 lane by me sitting here playing patient and getting a free kill. So there you have it, 2 of the biggest tips and fundamentals you need to win more CTF games. I hope this helped you understand the game mode better, understand map design better, ultimately understand how to control a map in an FPS better. This kind of works on any 3-lane map and any game mode if you really understand what you're doing, and would hope that you rank up out there.